Okay, so I said before I have this pan with the removable lid here and the feet on it. And the reason why I like the feet on this pan is because it will allow it to be inverted and the cake drop on its own and not in a way that's going to break it. So, and what I mean by that is when we take an angel food cake out of the oven, you know, most cakes, like when I made the devil's food cake, you let it sit in the pan just like that, waiting for the cake to cool, and then you'll turn it out. With angel food cakes, they're angel, right? They're light and fluffy. And if we immediately, let it cool for a few minutes like this, it might sink back down on itself, right? It probably will sink back down on itself because it's so light, it has very little structure, right? It only has a bit of flour in it. So we invert it once we take it out of the oven, and we let it hang there like this, with those little feet holding it up like so, allowing it to sit there, right, and hang. And as it cools, it will detach itself, hopefully, from the pan and eventually drop out, right? There are some pans that are, shaped like this but don't have the feet, and you can take those and stick them, stick a bottle under here and let it hang. The only problem with that is that once the cake falls, you risk it breaking over a bottle. So, again, one reason why I really like this. And then to prepare our pan, we're not gonna be greasing it like you do with most cake pans, or flouring it or anything like that. We're just gonna sprinkle a little bit of water on it. Why is that? Well, with the angel food cakes kind of have different rules. What's giving us the lift is, of course, the air, right, that we've incorporated. But it's also going to be climbing and getting so tall because the egg whites will be attaching to the sides of the pan. And if we greased that pan, they would not be able to attach. All right, so very carefully and evenly get that in there. It's always a bit of a challenge to get it in there without getting it all over the place. Smooth it on the top. I'm going to be using a conventional oven today because I just want a nice gentle rise on this. If I had an oven with a fan blowing, I could risk it kind of just going too quickly, not rising the way I want it to. I just want a nice delicate rise. All right, so I'm going to pop this in a 350-degree oven, and we'll see what we get.